Oh, me mercy. I bet you Alabama fans and I bet you Georgia fans didn't expect to go to bed tonight, knowing that you wouldn't be in the playoffs no more next week, right? I bet you thought that you were going to wake up on January the 2nd, hungover, uh, just from where you partied from the New Year's and after beating, Georgia fans thinking they're going to beat Ole Miss and Alabama fans thinking, oh, we're just going to roll Indiana. Turns out Indiana routed Alabama and made Alabama look like my Tar Heels in football, actually. They actually did. Alabama did look like North Carolina today, actually. They really did, honestly. Um, Georgia put up a fight. Georgia and Ole Miss, that was a hell of a game. But Bama, I know a loss is a loss, and you lose by 35, or whether you lose by 3 or lose by 1, a loss is a loss. But getting embarrassed, and you're supposed to be a blue blood. You better get your shit straight, Alabama, because I see a trend. I see the same trend that I seen from Clemson. A Clemson team that lost 6 games this year, and an Alabama team not very far behind that lost 4 games this year that had no business being in the playoffs. I've said it all year long. Even with the expansion of the 12-team playoffs, no damn playoff team deserves to be in the playoffs with 3 damn losses. Alabama, you were frauds right from the start. You had no business being in the playoffs. You were frauds, just like Notre Dame, who wanted to be in. Frauds. Neither Alabama or Notre Dame should have got in the playoffs. But the reason why they put Alabama in the damn playoffs is because of their damn name. And where'd it get you? Where'd it get you, Alabama fans? You got it in the playoffs. You wanted it. Oh, you were so big, bulky, and bad you wanted it. You wanted a piece of that. You got it. Georgia, on the other hand, I'm happy you guys lost. And I'm extremely happy for Uncle Lou. You know, the big Bluetooth guy that does Your Season's Over videos, big Georgia fan. Guess where your ass is going to be next week? Georgia and Alabama fans. You're going to be sitting right here where Bill Belichick's Tar Heels is, watching the playoffs, eating popcorn on your couch. That's where your ass is going to be at. Now, Georgia did have a good enough record to be in the playoffs. They should have been in the playoffs. 12-1. They should have been probably up there in the 3-4. Probably should have had, you know, 3, 4, 5. Georgia was the 3 seed, so but Ole Miss gave Georgia hell all year long. I mean, they gave them hell in the first game, and it happened again tonight. Georgia should have lost both games to Ole Miss. Ole Miss is just a better team than Georgia. Just like Indiana is a much better team than Alabama. I thought Indiana was slightly better than Alabama, but I didn't think the gap was that big. But it's, as far as from the Outer Banks of North Carolina to the Santa Monica Fishing Pier, that's how big the gap is between Alabama and Indiana. Alabama fans and Georgia fans, especially you Alabama fans, y'all embarrassed the SEC. And you've only got one train left standing, and that's Ole Miss. And they got a good chance to make it a good ways, but I don't think they're going to win the national championship. So 3 years in a row of the SEC not winning a national championship, and they're still called the powerfulest conference ever. I'd like to beg your pardon about that. We'll wait and see about that. But if I had to bet right now, based on my eyesight, it'd be the Big Ten. By far, and it ain't even close. Alabama is doing the same thing Clemson done. Except Alabama is using the transfer portal, but they don't know how to. They don't know how to utilize it and get players ready to play for Alabama, to play for that big name on the jersey and that big red velvet helmet. Kirby Smart, even though Georgia lost, Kirby Smart always has Georgia ready to play. You know what you're going to get from Georgia. You have no clue what you're going to get from Alabama. That's the standard that Alabama is now. You don't know what you're going to get from Alabama from week to week. And the sooner Alabama fans realize it, the better off they'll be. You are fastly approaching Clemson territory. And you don't want to go no further than that. Because if you do, then you start getting into North Carolina football territory, and then that's when the wheels fall off and the tires come flat and the lug nuts come loose and the CV joints break off and the whole damn shebang comes off. And Alabama's teetering. Clemson is collapsing. Alabama is teetering on collapsing. Georgia is staying Georgia. They lost a tough game tonight, but they're still a damn good football team. Alabama's not that good. They're not that good. Alabama is not that good. You hear me, Alabama fans? Y'all are not that good. You're not. I don't care how many ranked teams you beat this year. Look how many teams you lost to this year that you had no business losing to. You did have business losing to Georgia. You should have lost to Georgia both times. Alabama's luck has run out. The Saban dynasty is over, just like the Dabo Swinney dynasty at Clemson is over. Those two dynasties that peaked right at the same time is over. I don't think Caleb DeBauer is going to be at Alabama much longer. Maybe another year or two. I think that'll be it. I think Alabama is going to be worse next year than they were this year. I just don't see a change coming in Tuscaloosa. I really don't. I said when you try to bring that West Coast bullshit to the East Coast, it don't work. It just don't work because we play defense on the East Coast. The West Coast, they don't play a lick of defense. Though I would like to say Oregon played damn good defense today, shutting out Texas Tech. So kudos to them. They're on the West Coast. This does not include you, Oregon. You look really good on defense. You've been pretty good all year. But Alabama. And Georgia collapsing. And what about the SEC? The mighty SEC. Alabama, you're going downhill. You're going downhill. You're about to be back in the early 2000s. Faster than you think. Okay? So you keep up with the Caleb DeBauer. Because I saw the shit that he was talking about on X. I saw it. Keep him. Keep him. Please. Please keep him. Because you'll never win a national championship with him. Ever. Georgia, on the other hand, they might get one more out of Kirby Smart, but Georgia has defensive issues too. But they're a good team. They got a good offense. Alabama don't. Alabama can't run the ball. Alabama runs the ball as bad as North Carolina does. That means as soon as you hand the ball off to the running back, he might as well just fall down because he's not going nowhere. Alabama's offensive line has sucked all year. Just like my Tar Heels. And that's why your asses, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw Georgia in there too because they lost. Y'all's asses is going to be sitting on the couch next week with me and my Tar Heels, Bill Belichick, Tar Heels, and you're going to be eating popcorn and watching the CFP playoffs. That's just it. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye. Your season is over, Alabama and Georgia. Congratulations.